My name is Abbie Ensor. I'm a Senior MI and Data Governance Manager at Coventry Building Society, so responsible for the delivery of our business intelligence through a number of different BI tools and data viz tools. I'm responsible for data governance implementation, including sort of creating a framework and starting to roll that out across the business. I've been invited to the event to speak on the panel about data governance, how to implement data governance, what the risks and opportunities are that we've identified as we've been on this sort of journey for the last few years. Pre-COVID, we used to go to a lot of events and they all kind of blurred into one. And this one came up post-COVID, and when we came, the format was exceptional. There was enough variety in content and people that you learn a lot more, and it never got sort of dry. You know, you're moving from one thing to the next. You've got round tables, you've got think tanks, you've got presentations, you've got panelists, you've got networking. You know, it's just really great. And we made quite a few friends last time that we've stayed in contact with, and again, not ever done that. So this was an opportunity for us to get back together and, you know, how are things going? You know, what have you been doing? But then meet new people as well. So I think for us, it's the friendships, but the value and the richness of conversation and content and variety that makes us want to keep coming back for more. It's really great to have the vendors available and to have an open discussion and not the sales pitch that you'd expect. And then some, you know, you get to know as well, and you'd have conversations offline and check in. I think it's a real good opportunity to see what else is out there, because I think sometimes, you know, you hear one or two and you're sort of focusing on those, where you learn so much more having the different vendors here. And there's a couple that I'm going to be having conversations with. One particular one, because it can be a bit focused around the tech sometimes, but there's been some real good education vendors and offerings at this one, and I think that was, again, it's that variety. It's really great. So the networking element is great. Speaking to different organisations, different people, coming from all walks of life, you know, coming together, but it's in a setting where it's relaxed, it's informal. You know, we have the drinks reception in the evening and a glass of wine in the last slot of the day, which is just a nice touch when you're flagging a little bit. And it sort of warms everybody up then to come out, and the entertainment, and you know, it's really obvious how much effort the organisers go to make sure that it's a really fun, engaging, valuable event. So having that couple of hours, you know, to all chat and be a little bit more relaxed and maybe a little bit more honest with each other is one of my favourite bits. From an organisation perspective, it is on point. You know, we have our agenda handed out at the start of the day. We've already got our pre-planned meetings booked in. You've had the opportunity to pick the ones that you want to speak to. So it's not just, you know, sort of being passed from booth to booth. I think the event organisers, there's so many around, which is great, and you get to know them and you're friends with them, to help guide, you know, if you can't find someone that you need to speak to. And whilst it's planned and you're never sort of wondering what you're meant to be doing or where you're going, there are those sort of gaps where you just take a breath, you know, or go and speak to someone that isn't scheduled in. You know, you can kind of just drop in and be like, oh, hi, you know, somebody else has recommended, yeah, it'd be good to have a chat. So, yeah, really friendly, really organised.